permanently, since older men know what it's like to make the long journey. Boys and young men should not be playing in the field with girls their own age that they meet at high school or college and at work. It's not fair for young men to, in the long run, to be forced to be around young women very much at the critical initiation point of their careers. The men should not be plagued with too many such distractions until they are economically and emotionally ready for marriage responsibilities. What do you feel about that, Damien?
Again, it depends on what I like, my interest. If I happen to like a girl who's younger than me, and I'm stable and I'm ready for that commitment, take that journey with somebody. Yeah. If I fall for somebody or like a girl who's in her teens, 19, 20, maybe in 30, I wouldn't mind. You know?
It's I'm gonna get right with you. This statement pretty much tackles the fact that you know, it says that pretty much older men should influence young guys to pursue girls way younger than they are, in the interest that they would be more mature for these girls. Sometimes girls can meet somebody that they like, that they're attracted to the same age, and girls are a bit more mature than a guy at the same age, right? So do you agree with that? Obviously you do, yes. I mean, yes, but at the same time, don't you guys feel that, I really do believe that I can meet somebody my age and it could be just right if he's mentally okay.
I agree.
But I do also see the other benefactor where two people that are young, that are the same age, possibly maybe 18-year-old couple, I think it won't be fair for the girl because the guy is not fully matured at that time.
I think it's better for a girl to be with a man a little older because the maturity level is there.
Okay.
So, you know, she can relate to, you know, not relate to him, but understand where he's coming from, that he's already been, you know, there when he was younger, and his playing days are over, and that he's going to take her a lot more serious than a guy of a younger age. Yeah. Because when they're with their friends, they want to do the party scene and the going out and getting numbers and all that stuff. As a guy like my age, I've already done all that. Okay. I played around. I did all that stuff. I'm ready to settle down when I'm when you're ready.
Do you ever feel the need that, oh my God, I might get too old, I'm going to be too old for my kids? Like, do you guys want to be young parents?
No.
No, you don't? No. Really? Why not?
Well, part of the reason is because, you know, I mean, I live by myself, I'm paying my own bills, and I know how that's like. So just paying for double, which is a kid, would be,
it'd be triple. You have a little house, a wife, a kid.
Oh yeah, wife too. Yeah, that'd be triple.
I think with this society, like a lot of people our age, they want to be their kids' best friends and friends and stuff. But you have to learn, like, you need boundaries. You can't be like their best friend, but like
you have to be a parent first.
Yeah, and expect them to, like, you know, like respect you and listen to you and stuff. So I don't think anyone should get married like at a young age just to be like a young mom or dad. It makes no sense to me.
Do you ever feel the fact that you being a girl that you want kids at least before you're 30? Do you ever think about that? Because a lot of girls do.
I do, but not. I mean, I'm 18 right now, so I think by the time I'm like 23, 24, I'd want to be married.
You'd want to be married?
Yeah, but I wanna get my education
and all that. You want to be situated, established at least. Well, that's really good. I want to touch base on this a little bit. What do you guys think is the ideal age to get married, or the ideal age for marriage in order to fulfill your husband's or wife sexual relations, economically, status, and any conflicts? Is there an age that all those kind of fall under the category of?
Like, we go back to one of the first questions we were talking about, like the age to get married. It still depends on when you're ready, you know, for all this commitment. You know, like it's a commitment factor, you know. Okay. So it's not necessarily what age you're ready. You hit an age and boom, you're ready to go. It's, you know, when are you ready? Whatever age you are.
When are you emotionally ready?
When are you emotionally ready? And when your mindset is stay ready. Probably, I'd say if I had to pick, probably between 21. I mean, no, I'm sorry. Maybe like 24 to your late 30s.
That's okay, being 21, because it's big. It's big in our culture to be married that age. It's not. Okay. I feel like in Arabic cultures, you don't get looked down upon for being married at a young age. They actually they encourage you. They actually they think highly of you because they're like, wow, you actually are this age and you got married and you're having kids. It's all about having a family. And in other cultures, they're like, no, go seek your life, have your fun. Marriage can come later, and that's the good part. Now, going back to the being married outside of our culture. What other cultures you would be attracted to being married?
Anyone that's
like
attractive. Mexicans, Italians.
Is there anything that you guys would date other cultures, but in the end you just want Arabic? Do you guys think about that?
No, I would. Yeah. I would prefer like a nice Arabic woman. But like if a nice other, like you said, Italian girl, Mexican girl.
You can't help your feelings if it's a white girl, for example.
Okay.
If that's who you connect with and you guys have that respect for each other and that feeling for each other, then you can't.
What if you don't have your parents' blessings? Say, you guys are both young in different culture.
See, I went through that.
You tell your family, I need your blessing, and they say, no, you guys are both young. Two different cultures. What do you do then?
I went through that. It's a choice.
You went through that. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
I actually dated a Pakistani girl.
Okay.
And I took her to meet my mom, and from the get-go,
it was a no.
My mom just, even if I told me in Arabic, in Arabic, that's not the one.
Were you guys at least? Did you guys have at least any similarities? Anything?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We did, and I was trying to explain it to my mom, but she didn't want to have it because she said she just has a bad vibe, and I told my mom, this is who I'm gonna date. Either respect it or you don't.
Was it because of like religion or just her?
Well, religion too, because
it was a difference of religion too.
Yeah, she was a Muslim, I was Christian, and that played a big factor because my mom was like, what if you have kids? And how are the parents going to accept you and everything? And basically, I ended up not talking to my mother for a few months.
So you chose your love, your
heart. Because she didn't respect me as a man and let me live my life and grow up
as a man
and choose my own decisions. Like, she wanted to shelter me.
Okay. Now, how did her family accept you? Or
it was rough.
It was
very rough at first. Yeah, very rough at first. And then everything was good, and then we just ended up going our separate ways.
Do you feel that your family had a lot to do with that?
Yeah, both of our families did. Yeah.
So you would say that the reason why you did break up was because of the conflicts of the family?
That was like 75% of it. Yeah.
75% of it. So that means that you do respect what your family.
Ultimately, I do. Yes, I do.
Ultimately.
I do because of the culture, the religion, the whole ethnicity. It's a lot easier to marry your own kind.
Okay.
As far as her side and your side, they can relate more because Arab, they're all pretty much similar.
Right.
But to be Arab and date somebody outside of your race or marry somebody outside of your race, it's different because when you have kids or you have family functions.
But don't you think that's the beauty of it when you have a total different culture? Isn't that beauty? You look to more things to celebrate. You both have different holidays. You combine them. There's different languages. Don't you feel that it's exciting? Doesn't that excite you?
I think it's exciting to learn something new. I agree with you.
Yeah?
I have cousins that are Mexican, half Arab.
Okay.
And I have, white family members. My aunt married a white guy. And, basically, it's as long as... ultimately, if you're happy, you're happy. That's the bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I feel. You guys are a team. Whether I marry Arabic or whatever it is, if she respects me as her husband, I respect her as my wife. It doesn't matter what she is. Ultimately, it shouldn't matter. If she's a good woman, she comes from a good family, then that's all there is.
I feel like you guys are, because you guys are men, I feel like it's easier for you to go to your family and say, this is who I'm going to marry. Even though she might be a different culture. I think you guys have a little bit easier.
I think it is easier for us.
It is easier.
It is easier,
it's a lot easier for the men to do that.
Than for us, because we're girls, we can't just say, okay, well, he's not Arabic. And they kind of fear that because they know how an Arabic man would take care of an Arabic girl. So, Angie, if you were in a situation where you did like or you were attracted, you wanted to marry somebody out of your culture, how do you think your family would accept that?
My parents aren't all that strict, but if I were like, if I knew hands down that he's the one, and if my family wouldn't approve, in my case, I wouldn't choose one guy over my whole family.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
even if you felt, even if you felt like, what if you felt like deep down that is the guy that is gonna prove himself to you? What if, because a lot of girls would do the runaway love and leave their families, and then their families are like, we're sorry, we doubted you. He is the man that you said he was. Sometimes maybe you wouldn't do that, but do you believe that sometimes that could be a good turnout?
I mean, I'm sure they would actually come around it.
Yeah.
Sooner or later. I mean, if they don't, then obviously they're not your family. Like, who does that? Just to, you know, like.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, I believe if your family really respects you and, you know, highly values you, I mean, they should value your opinion and what you do. I mean, it's good for them to have a word and give their opinion and their advice. I mean, that's what parents are for.
Yes.
I mean, that's good to have them guide you through life. But coming down to decisions is pretty much, you know, opinionated. You know, you can't just sit there and...
Ultimately, it should be your choice.
Exactly, it should be a choice.
They should respect that, and that's it. You know, let you live your life. And then at the end, if it doesn't work out, then it's only you to blame yourself.
I feel like, for example, because I'm half Greek, half Lebanese, and because I was raised being two cultures, I have two cultures embedded in me. Though I feel like 100% Greek and I feel 100% Lebanese, I always feel like it's okay to marry outside of my culture, because regardless, I don't think I could find somebody that's going to be Greek Lebanese too. That's going to pretty much be rare. So for me, either I'm going to marry somebody Greek or somebody Arabic to at least have one of my cultures. And if I marry somebody Greek, I'll have to raise my children to understand that he's also Arabic because of me. Or if I marry somebody Lebanese, I have to raise my children and put that much effort to influence their Greek culture. So I feel regardless if I marry Greek or Lebanese, that I have an extra effort to introduce them, their mom's other half. So for me, I feel like I might as well go ahead and do a 360 and welcome a completely outside of my culture, out of both of my cultures, because of the extra effort I will put on my kids. Do you see? And that's where I come from, and that's how I think that I might as well, because I'm already half and half.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. It's really, you know, your choice. Like, you know, you said whatever makes you happy, whatever, you know, you find the right person that makes you happy, that's ready. You know, as long as they're financially stable and that they're ready to make a commitment, then I think it's your time.
Is there any culture that you guys would say absolutely not?
Indian.
Okay.
Indian, Pakistani, like that, I can't do it.
Okay, why?
I just
because you had an experience. You had a
that
bad experience?
too, and just I'm not knocking them. I mean, I have a lot of Indian, Pakistani. Just the way they talk, I just can't deal with that.
What do you mean the way they talk?
Like
the metaphors?
Yeah, like I just can't deal with it. I don't know. It just bothers me.
Okay, kind of like their pronunciation,
how
it comes out. It's okay. What about you, Eldon?
To be honest, I mean, I really don't know if there would be any factor. There might be somewhere along the road where I just happen to notice, but as of right now, like I'm thinking.
You're pretty open.
I'm open-minded. I love everybody. You know, I give everyone a chance. You know, and if the girl is the right one, no matter, you know, I mean, it depends if it's a religion thing. Maybe, you know, if she's some like weird religion, then it probably wouldn't be for me. If she's like a weird religion fanatic. You know how they have like those crazy religions out there. So maybe that would be a factor. But as in like nationality-wise, it wouldn't bother me. You know, I would just have to like the girl no matter what.
Okay. What about you, Angie?
I'm open for anybody, to be honest with you. I wouldn't want anyone to, you know, judge me because I'm Catholic and Chaldean, so I'm not judgmental about anyone.
Do you have an ideal guy in your head?
I don't have a type.
Do you have an ideal, like,
I don't have a specific
type.
Like a prototype.
I mean, of course, I can never date a younger guy than me. It's weird for me, like, personally. My ideal guy, I would want a guy that would be like, should I say it?
Go ahead.
That's like a couple years older. The most, I would want him to be about 2-3 years older, and financially stable, of course. You know, my type of looks, like, you know, what I personally want. I'm sure everyone has different types. But, you know, just, I want someone that can actually, like, just respect me and, you know, have a personality, like, just.
That you guys can both kind of hit it off with.
Basically, yeah.
How do you guys feel? I know you guys said you have to be financially stable, yet you don't really want a girl that's materialistic. Go ahead and touch up on that a little bit.
What do you mean by materialistic?
Materialistic. Arabic girls need to be spoiled. Actually, every girl should be spoiled by her guy, whether it's expensive or not expensive. But you guys said you want to be financially stable or you don't want to have a girlfriend. But when you are financially stable, would you go ahead and date an Arabic girl? A lot of guys say,